Week 0 of the college football season kicks off on Saturday with the number 10 Florida State facing off against Georgia Tech in Dublin, Ireland. So let's head on out to Ireland to break down the Lingus College Football Classic with Spórt TG4 football analyst Michael McQuaid. My man, ain't seen you in a long time, man. How you feeling? Looking good.
It's good to see you again, Brandon, and thanks for having me on.
All right, break it down for our viewers, man, because a lot of them don't know that football's being played in Ireland. This is not the first time the game has been over there, but I'm glad that number 10 Florida State is going over. So talk about the vibes and the atmosphere leading up to the game, and what should fans expect come game day?
Yeah, I guess for fans in the US, to have a game week 0 is really intriguing, and it's something that they've done for a few years now. They were supposed to start it just after COVID, but they couldn't because of COVID. And this is our third game now under the Aer Lingus title. We had Northwestern against Nebraska a couple of years ago, which was a great game when Northwestern came back from a huge deficit. And we had Notre Dame Navy last year, which was just one of the greatest things I've seen. I've been fortunate to be at a few Super Bowls, Brandon, but the atmosphere of that Notre Dame game in Dublin was superb. In terms of what fans should expect on game day, we've got college game day coming to Dublin on Saturday, the first time there's ever been college game day outside of the United States. And we've got pep rallies happening on Friday. There are tailgates happening all around the city, and an estimated 27,000 fans are flying over from the US. I actually just got into Dublin about 2 hours ago, and there is a lot of FSU and Georgia Tech fans here already. Thursday at the time of recording.
All right, it's going to be a great one. Great week 0, great atmosphere. Tailgating is a huge thing down in the South. And you kind of mentioned that there'll be some tailgates and some parties going on. Are you all ready for Georgia Tech and Florida State fans to come through the dub and tailgate like they do at home games?
I guess it's always going to be a bit different when they don't have like their trucks or their cars, and it's a bit different to a normal tailgate atmosphere. But where the stadium is, it's in South Dublin, and it's quite built up. But there's all these different areas which have got specific FSU tailgates. Bjorn Werner, who's a former football player in the NFL who played with FSU, is doing a big FSU tailgate, and there's also a Georgia Tech tailgate party. But to be honest with you, there's tens of thousands, probably 20 to 30,000, that are going to descend upon College Green for their own mini tailgate when the entire college game day crew get there. It's a little bit different, Brandon, to what people would expect at a college game in terms of the generic tailgate, get a table, have some fun, have some drinks. It's a bit more European, but it's very, very fun.
All right, let's talk about the game. This will be the 8th college football game played over in Ireland. The first one was played back in 1988. Quick trivia, can you name the 2 teams that played, and how much has the game of football grown over there since then?
As somebody that was born in 1991, you've put me on the spot here now, man. I know it was done in the late 80s. I want to say it was like East something, but I can't remember. What was the second question, sorry?
How much has the game of football grown over there? And it was Boston College versus Army for that first game.
You definitely got me there. Boston College have been back a few times. They actually played Georgia Tech in 2016. Harrison Butker played for that Georgia Tech team as well back then. It's grown massively. Like I had the honor of meeting you in February in Vegas, and we were talking around this. It's not just in Dublin, but in Europe, to see games in Germany, in the NFL now, 2 games last year. I believe, Brandon, that there is a real desire at some point to have a game in Ireland for the NFL. Football is growing at a huge pace in Dublin, and of course Dublin is a central hub for travel in Europe. It's the first port of contact for anybody coming from North America. I believe at some point Croke Park, that sits 80-odd thousand fans, will have an NFL game, and I have no doubt from what I have seen with the Aer Lingus College Football Classic, it's going to go from strength to strength. We got Farmageddon next year, and we've also got Pitt against Wisconsin in 2027. So it just goes from strength to strength. And as a football fan here, when you see both domestic fans enjoy it and also loads of fans coming in from the UK, Germany, France, Spain, and the US, it's really cool.
Yeah. Listen to the man. He knows what he's talking about. He does all the content for the Steelers Ireland platforms. So make sure you go check him out there. All right. You've mentioned all of the thousands and tens of thousands of fans that have come through the dub. Who would you consider to be the home team in this one? And then give us your predictions. Who do you think wins?
I think technically Georgia Tech is the home team for the week 0 game. There's actually an Irishman on their roster, David Shanahan. Shout out to him, punter. His whole family's going to be there on Saturday. I would love to see an upset. I think if you have a national game which is now being showcased in Ireland and all of America's watching at week 0, I think we'd all love to see an upset just for the fun element of it. The reality is FSU have got that on their backs after last year going 13-0. They truly believe, and a lot of people would argue, that they should have been in the top 4 for the college football playoff. I believe at the time of recording they're around 11, 12 point favourites. If they can gel with these new guys, 10 guys obviously went into the draft, if they can gel quickly and get a quick start in the first quarter, I think they win by 7 to 10 points. I just hope it's somebody that's going to be at the game on Saturday. And for people watching in the States, it's a close game. Football's back. We should all be happy about it.
Oh, we are going to be glued to our televisions at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time here when this game kicks off. College football is back. College football is life here in the States. Mike, thanks for hopping on with us, man. Can you give us the platform? Tell the people they can find you.
Really easy, NFL Ireland, Instagram, X, TikTok, and I'm Michael_NFL. We'll be pumping out content from this game and hopefully from a lot of New York stuff over the next few months as well.
All right, man. See you in a couple months. In Germany.
See you in Germany in a couple of months. Thank you very much, man.